I started noticing a difference in Jeff in about the beginning of October. He had a very quick temper, just anything would set him off, and that wasn't like him at all. When I found out my husband committed suicide, I was in disbelief. I didn't think that my husband would do anything like that. It probably didn't hit me until a couple of weeks afterwards when he wasn't coming through that door at night when he was supposed to. That's when it was real. That's when it hit me that he wasn't coming home. I don't know how to react when I had to tell my kids what was going on. My son's only 4, but he was still placing toys by my husband's bedside, hoping that they were gonna play that night together. What I wish I would have known was the health risks that my husband went through daily, and I think I would have maybe seen more red flags, maybe asked more questions. I was never the wife that wanted to be involved, and I regret not being involved. 10th Group has really been involved trying to figure out how TBI issues work and trying to get the men and women help that they need, and they've really been stepping up their game. This is not an easy problem to fix. It's not the easiest thing for someone to come out and say, I have TBI, or I have brain issues, or I'm struggling with something. This is all something that we have to work at as a group, as a unit.
Suicide among the military is unprecedented, but suicide among special forces, a small segment of the military as a whole, is staggering. While the number most everyone refers to is the 22 veteran lives lost every day, that number is old. To date, the DoD has not shared updated data, nor do they have any way of accurately tracking retired veteran suicides. In July of 2020, I read a news article that stirred something in me. Captain America, an Army Green Beret who had been reaching out to fellow soldiers, offering up his support if they were suffering, asking them to pick up the phone or just text, took his own life. The article claimed he was the 30th suicide in that battalion. Think about that for a second. 30. Our team knew in that moment we could no longer sit idle and merely profess our sadness. We needed to do something. After nearly 2 years of learning, planning, and developing, we launched a platform we call Beyond the Battlefield. It has been embraced by the community much quicker than we anticipated. It's not perfect, but it is a step forward. Here's how the platform works. Beyond the Battlefield was rolled out on May 18th of this year after 2 years in the making. The platform consists of 3 components, each with their own SFCT partnership collaborations. We refer to the 3 components as SOS, short for Sound Off, One-on-One Therapy, and Sponsored Treatment and Services. Let's talk about Sound Off. The SFCT has partnered with Sound Off, the organization, to develop a free phone app designed to allow a service member to dial in via the app and speak to a fellow Green Beret or a clinician, their choice. Either way, all involved are anonymous. Let's move to the second component, O, One-on-One Therapy. This is the component that is getting the most attention, the most use. Here's how it works. An SF service member wants or needs to see a therapist off post and anonymously. He goes to the SFCT website and clicks on Beyond the Battlefield. SOS will pop up on the screen. A simple click on the O provides a unique identification code, along with a QR code. The unique identification code becomes a service member's name in all aspects moving forward. The service member snaps a photo of this screen with his phone and takes that photo to a therapist of his choice out in town. When the therapist downloads the QR code, instructions are presented on steps to verify the service member and submission for payment without compromise of trust, confidence, or anonymity. The last S covers down on sponsored treatments and services that help with PTS, suicide prevention, or operator overexposure therapies. Beyond the Battlefield is not perfect. It's simple, but it's a step forward, and it's working. Suicide among the SF community has taken far too many lives, young lives, that had so much more to experience. Our team has stepped up to the plate. Will you join us?